In July of 2015, scientists discovered the first ever known quintuple star system. The exotic 5-star system lies 115 light-years from Earth in the constellation Ursa Major. Scientists say in principle there's no reason why planets couldn't be in orbit around each pair of stars, and any inhabitants would have a sky that would put the makers of Star Wars to shame. Circinus X1 is a bizarre neutron star system that emits wonderful X-ray rings. A neutron star is a dense remnant of a massive star pulverized in a supernova explosion. The neutron star in Circinus X1 is in orbit with a companion star that generates periodic enormous outbursts of activity. Scientists say the system shows properties of both a neutron star and a black hole, making it extremely unusual. WISE J2246-0526 is the most luminous galaxy known to astronomers. It's smaller than our home Milky Way, yet emits 10,000 times more energy. The galaxy belongs to a recently discovered class of objects known as extremely luminous infrared galaxies. Astronomers suspect the galaxy to have a behemoth black hole at its core gorging on gas. Scientists compare its black hole to a hot dog eating contest lasting hundreds of millions of years. In May of 2015, astronomers discovered the first ever quadruple quasar. Dubbed the Quartet, the 4 active black holes are situated in close proximity to one another and are surrounded by a giant nebula of cool, dense hydrogen gas. The quasars are 10 billion light-years away from Earth, meaning that the light from the quasars have been traveling for 10 billion years before reaching Earth. So the image shows the quasars as they were 10 billion years ago. EGS-ZS8-1 is the furthest galaxy ever discovered, located over 13 billion light-years away from Earth, or about 670 million years after the Big Bang. Not only is it the furthest galaxy, it is also one of the brightest and most massive objects in the early universe. Ancient galaxies like EGS-ZS8-1 are important to scientists because they provide details about the early universe and how the universe has evolved. The galaxy was first spotted with NASA's Hubble and Spitzer space telescopes. Eta Carinae is one of the most massive and unusual binary star systems astronomers can study in detail. It's located about 7,500 light-years away in the constellation Carina. Its primary star is about 90 times more massive than our Sun, and its relatively smaller companion star is about 30 times the mass of our Sun. The distinctive twin-lobe shape known as the Homunculus Nebula was created between 1838 and 1845 when Eta Carinae underwent a period of heavy eruptions. In January of 2015, scientists announced that they discovered the most Earth-like exoplanet yet known. Kepler 438b has an Earth similarity index of 0.88 out of 1, the highest of any exoplanet to date. It's 12% bigger than Earth, and it orbits its parent star once every 35.2 days. It receives about 40% more light than Earth. It's located around a red dwarf star which is smaller and cooler than our Sun, about 470 light-years away. It's just one of over 4,600 planet candidates identified by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope. At the time of the Himiko Cloud's discovery in 2009, scientists said it may represent the most massive object ever identified in the early universe. The gas cloud is thought to be a proto-galaxy caught in the act of formation. It's 55,000 light-years across and contains the equivalent mass of 40 billion suns. Only hydrogen and helium are detected in the Himiko Cloud, elements that were made only in the Big Bang, which illustrates the extreme primitiveness of the object. It's located about 13 billion light years away, or about 700 million years after the Big Bang. Discovered in November of 2013, the proposed Great Gamma Ray Burst Wall is believed to be a superstructure with an unusually high concentration of similarly distanced gamma ray bursts. Such a concentration of gamma ray burst appears extremely unlikely given accepted theoretical models. The current most plausible explanation for the concentration is the Great Gamma Ray Burst Wall. This would be an extremely huge formation with a mean size of 6 to 10 billion light years. If such a structure were proven to exist, it would be the largest known formation in the observable universe. A newer study released in August of 2015 observed a different concentration of gamma ray bursts and came to a similar explanation of a structure about 5 billion light years across. There is no other proposed explanation for the mysterious concentration of gamma ray bursts. In 2004, when astronomers examined a map of radiation left over by the Big Bang, known as the cosmic microwave background, they noticed an unusually larger than expected cold area of the sky. The cold spot resides in the constellation Eridanus and has since been known as the Eridanus supervoid. New observations show the void is about 1.8 billion light years across, which would make it the largest individual structure ever identified by humanity. Two possible explanations persist. It could be a rare sign of exotic physics that standard cosmology does not explain, or it may be caused by a foreground structure between us and the cosmic microwave background. That would be a sign that there's an extremely rare large-scale structure in the mass distribution of the universe. To date, the mystery continues as astronomers have yet to precisely identify what the Eridanus supervoid is.